stop right there if you are on the hunt for the best quality YouTube recording settings in OBS, because I have them for you all right here in this video. Let's go into our OBS settings, and we're gonna start with video. Most people have their resolution at 1920 by 1080 because that is the standard resolution. However, I like to change mine to 3840 by 1080 because when you do that, you get this nice double wide recording screen. So I have this nice big canvas to work with when I'm editing. I have other videos on this talking more in depth about why I do this exactly. You should go check those out if you haven't already. But regardless of resolution, your FPS should be at 60. Now let's go to our output settings. Change the output mode from simple to advanced if it's not already. And then we're gonna click on the recording tab. For your recording format, I recommend using hybrid MP4. This format protects your video if OBS happens to crash in the middle of your recording, so your video isn't completely ruined. Your video encoder really depends on the GPU that you have. If you have an NVIDIA GPU and it's a modern chip, then you need to be using the NVIDIA NVENC H.264 encoder. This uses NVIDIA's integrated encoder, so it shifts work away from your CPU to your GPU, which is really great. If you have an AMD GPU, then you want to use this top one here, the AMD HW H.264. It does the same thing. It's using AMD's integrated encoder. You'll also see people use the X264 encoder. That is a CPU encoder. And I really don't recommend using that one unless your GPU doesn't have integrated encoding or it's a crappy GPU, because you do want your GPU to be doing that work. Now for your encoder settings, and this is where it can get really confusing. Usually people have their rate control at constant bitrate, and that is good when you are streaming, but we are recording, not streaming, so we are actually going to change this, and we are going to change it to constant QP. This gives you constant visual quality throughout the video, regardless of what's happening on your screen. Then we have this box for constant QP that requires a number in it. The lower the number, the higher the quality, but the bigger the file sizes, and they can get huge. Anywhere from 15 to 22 is usually good for most people. I usually do 20. Your keyframe interval you can change to 2. For your presets, anything between P5 to P7 is going to give you your best quality. P7 can be really, really demanding, so most people are usually good with a P5 or a P6. Tuning can stay at high quality. Multipass mode should be at 2 passes full resolution. However, if you do all the recommended settings from this video and your recording is choppy and crappy, this is the first thing you want to change. You can try out 2 passes quarter resolution before dropping down to single pass, but this is the thing you want to change first if your recording sucks. Look ahead and adaptive quantization. I don't even know if I said that right, but anyway, those can stay checked, and B-frames can stay at 2. These are my recommendations for the best quality recording settings, but this did not cover your camera settings at all. Let me know in the comments if you want a video that covers your quality camera settings too.